Wake up, Kiki.
Hello, Kyle.
It's been a week. What's next in the Saddle Sore Saga?
Launching.
Saddle Sore Saga. New challenge.
Looks like you have a new challenge.
Hey, would you play me that clip from Galaxy Quest?
I repeated the computer, Fred.
I have never been so insulted.
The day is young.
Slalom.
Oh, okay, I get to do the slalom.
I repeated the computer, Fred.
If you do not need me to repeat computers for you, I can just take a nap. Sounds like you have it covered.
Take a nap, Abomination, after you put the links to all the gear that I'm going to use today in the description.
Done. Pretending to shut down in 3, 2, 1.
All right, down to business. The slalom is my favorite parking lot drill, and more than just parking lots, I do this every time I leave the house. When I'm in the neighborhood just doing 10, 15, 25 miles an hour somewhere up in there, the first thing that I do is I start just kind of weaving around. This is going to do a couple things. First off, it's going to start warming up the tires. On cool days like today, it's going to make this rubber stickier. It's just going to make it have more traction overall. I'm going to do this in summer too, but yeah, it's just nice to have the tires all good and ready to go. The Shinko 705s, these are pretty soft, so these don't get too bad, even in cold weather. But they're still going to perform weather if I warm them up. But the most important thing to warm up is actually my brain. The slalom does something. It really gives me a better feel of the bike than any of the other drills that I can do. This one, it gets me just kind of feeling how the steering is, how the bike wants to lean and lay over. And like if I have a loadout here on the back, if I have extra weight, I want to feel how the dynamics of the bike are now that I've kind of changed things up. So the slalom really is the best way to do that. And it just kind of gets me back into motorcycle mode. One more great thing about the slalom is that it's a counter steering extravaganza. To do it right, yeah, you can kind of do it if you're sitting upright and just kind of turning the handlebars, but it's rubbish. You can do a whole lot better. You can go faster, you can be more effective and essentially ride the bike better if you're really doing a lot of steering input. You're really cranking on the handlebars, and it's going to force you to lean the bike over by counter steering, by steering opposite the way that you actually want to go. It makes the bike kind of fall over, you catch it, and then you just do this back and forth really, really quickly. So it's a way to really force the brain to get used to that concept. And I guess the big question is it practical? Yeah, it is. If you ever have to deal with stuff that, debris on the road or maybe some of those tar snakes, then yeah, the slalom gets you used to kind of diving and getting your tires exactly where you want them to be to dodge all that stuff. The equipment we're using today is pretty simple. We just have a surveyor's measuring wheel so we get distances, and then we have these little low profile cones. Kiki put links to both of these, so if you want to purchase these or check them out, they'll be in the description, and they'll also be on saddlesoresaga.com. Don't forget that the website has not just links to this gear, but also some descriptions of why I use it and how it works overall. So yeah, go make sure you check out the website. All right, we got the gear, we got some gas. Let's do this thing.
Want some awesome motorcycle music to pump you up?
You're supposed to be asleep, and no, I don't want any music.
Music! Get your motor running. Head out on the highway. Looking for adventure.
This first challenge puts a cone every 20 feet, which is ridiculously long. Tell you what, we're gonna do this the old school way. We're gonna try to keep the bike really upright and just turn the handlebars. Yeah, so not really any leaning involved. That was all in first gear. I've got it in second now. And let's get a little lean in it, not much. All right, I got her in first gear. This is 15 feet. Yeah, this is more like it. At least a little bit of a challenge. All right, so that was at 8 miles per hour. Let's crank the speed up a little bit. All right, that was 13 miles an hour. Let's do 15. Really warm up the brain cells. Oh, up to 17, all right. Yeah, 17 again. That just had a nice flow to it. Here we are at 12 feet. I'm gonna put this into first gear. Yeah, this is where I'm really having to work the steering more. All right, let's see what kind of speed I can get out of this. Oh, I think I nailed one. Yep, I did. That's all right. Let's give it another run. All right, we're doing 11 miles per hour, up to 12. All right, yeah, no problem. There we go, that's more like it. I was doing 17 by the end. So what I'm trying to do is I'm not going very wide, I'm keeping it pretty narrow, and I'm trying to just clip. It's like I enter wide, exit shallow. That felt good. I didn't even see what speed that was. And I'm just keeping it in first gear, not messing with the clutch. This bike doesn't really like that anyway. Yeah, that time I was moving my butt around more. I think I was up to like 18 miles an hour on that. That felt more like dancing than riding. I like that. Okay. Oh, I got too dramatic with the side-to-sides. Lost it. It's that same one, isn't it? It's probably not in the exact same spot that it was before. It's all right. It's a better simulant of road hazards. Okay, that was about 15 miles per hour. Now this time I'm really going to let the bike kind of fall out from under me. Let's do some counterbalancing. Loosen up a little bit. Okay, yeah, 16 miles an hour. All right, so here's the big question. I know that I can do 11 feet, so that was 12 feet. I know that I can do 11. A long time ago, I tried doing 10, and that did not work out very well. So I think today is a perfect day for a rematch. All right, we're taking her down to 10 feet. Oh, that was clunky, but I got there. One of the issues with this bike, and we'll talk about this a bit more, is that its clutch is, oh no, it nailed that one. Oh. Got two that time. But its clutch is completely impalpable. I think that's the word. Can't feel a thing. So it's super duper easy to actuate, really easy to do, but you can't feel anything. You can't feel when it's half clutching, you can't feel when it's beginning to catch just a little bit. Can't feel when it's all the way engaged. So a lot of these drills I am doing without touching the clutch at all. I'm just leaving it out. All right, that was a pretty decent run. Let's see if we can make things a little smoother. So, since I don't have the clutch to play without, nope. That was awful. But anyway, since I don't really have a clutch to play with on these slow speed maneuvers, it all comes down to how smooth I can be on the throttle. And you could feel that I started to crank it up there at the end. I just pulled it out, I just survived it. but that was not smooth. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and try the clutch anyway. Yeah, I can't tell if I'm half clutched or what. Okay, I think I'm, yeah, there we go. That's kind of half clutching. I know that did help. That made things pretty smooth. Went through that at about 13 miles an hour. Yeah, it's very tricky to find. You have to pull in a little bit. It's not like letting out. You don't feel anything when you let out. But if you just pull in slightly, you'll end up half clutching. That was pretty good. Let's do one more nice smooth run. Got the clutch pulled in a little bit. Ooh. Oh man, I barely pulled that one out, but I got it. Ooh, a bonus, huh? Okay. I haven't spent much time trying to ride standing. This feels weird. All right, that was 15 feet, and I was doing, what, about 7 miles an hour? Let's see if we can improve on that. All right. Oh, that feels shaky. Oof. Okay, that feels all right. Doing about 10 miles an hour. And guys, I am not exaggerating. This is the first time I've done this. I've done a little standing, but I've never tried doing this. There we go. Oof. Oh, it's hard to keep a steady throttle when you're relying on that hand. Let's try a little clutch, maybe? I don't know, I might be overcomplicating things. All right, that should be about half clutch. Yeah, I can feel that it's not really connecting to the motor that well. Oh, that is so smooth. Oh yeah, 11 miles an hour, super smooth. I will reiterate though, I can feel nothing in that clutch lever. I'm just putting some pressure on it. I'm just going by the pressure in my fingers. Oh man, that makes it so much smoother. In the MSF Rider Basics course, the instructor talked to us about putting pressure on the pegs to kind of change the balance of things. But I'll tell you this right now, it doesn't work when you're seated, but it works great here. Yeah, it's like I'm kind of pedaling a bicycle. Whoop! Lost it. I let the clutch come all the way out. Okay, feels like we're half clutching. Hey, we got up to 15 miles an hour. Nice. 12 feet, huh? All right, let's do it. I think I'm half clutched. Ooh, I wasn't half clutch. There we go. That was not too difficult. Oh, this is like butter. Oh yeah, nice. That felt good. That was right around 10 miles an hour. Seems to be the sweet spot. Another bonus, huh? All right. This one's gonna be weird. Ooh. That is a super wide slalom. Yeah, a little half clutching sure is helping. Okay, almost lost it there. Let's run this one again. Okay. All right, that felt good. 7 miles per hour seems to be the golden speed for me. Okay, felt good. That was a cool challenge.
Complete. Upgrade.
Hey Kiki, I just won the challenge, so what kind of cool upgrade do I get now? Hopefully it's better than the last one.
Goodie for you. You get a GV windshield. It is taller and wider than the Kawasaki windshield.
And it comes pre-splattered with bugs. Where'd you find this thing? But really, who cares if it's taller and wider?
What does your tiny human brain think?
Well, I guess the stock one is kind of small and it's breezy on the highway. This one blocks more wind?
Which is why this windshield may have been a mistake. Your brain needs more cooling than most.
All right, well, thanks for watching, everybody. In the next video, we're gonna install this windshield. It actually is a pretty simple job. You can see that up front we have 4 screws. Yeah, pretty easy to do. But I do have a couple notes on this, some extra parts that I put in place and some extra materials. So we'll talk about that. Ways to make this just a little bit more vibration free and yeah, just a little bit more stable overall, especially when it comes to off-roading. But yeah, make sure that you subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the next episode. If you like lies, make sure you listen to Kiki. Otherwise, listen to Jesus. All right, I'll see you guys in the next episode.